The cold metal of the gun was pressed right against my face. The man's words were clear: either you do the job, or you die right here. My heart was racing, my hands shaking. I felt cornered, alone, desperate. But then, I thought of Amina. I thought of her voice on the phone, praying for me, telling me there was always hope, always a way out. I was out of options. So, I closed my eyes and said a quick prayer. And by some miracle, I survived. Let me take you back to the start. The day I was born was also the day I lost my father. I grew up hearing the story of how excited he was when the doctor called to say he had a baby girl. My mom said he was practically shaking with joy. He'd waited so many years to become a dad. But on his way to see me, he had a car accident. And just like that, he was gone. My mom fainted when she heard the news. She lost her husband on the same day she gained a child. That was just the beginning of our troubles. My dad's family threw us out, calling my mom a witch. They blamed her for his death. We had nowhere to go. My mom did her best to take care of me, working as a night hawker, scraping together whatever she could so we could survive. But one night, when I was 10, something happened that changed everything. A man came to our house looking for my mom. He was drunk, stumbling around, muttering her name. When he couldn't find her, he found me lying there, asleep. And that night, he took something from me that I'll never get back. The next morning, I woke up in a hospital bed, feeling broken. After that, I changed. I barely spoke. I didn't want to see anyone. Even my mom started drifting away. She stopped coming home, and I was left alone. By the time I was 14, I was already doing what she did, walking the streets just to survive. But there was one person who never gave up on me. Amina. She was my only friend, and she stuck with me no matter what. She kept telling me that there was more to life than what I was going through, that there was hope. She convinced me to go back to school, and we became like sisters. I trusted her with everything. But eventually, she had to leave the country, and once again, I was on my own. One day, I met some people who promised me a way out. They said I could make millions if I went abroad. They talked about how easy it would be, how quickly I'd be rich. I didn't have anyone left, so I thought, why not? I did everything they told me, got my papers in order, and soon, I was in Dubai. When I got there, I met other girls like me, all hoping for a better life. But the things they asked us to do were beyond anything I had imagined. Even things like sleeping with animals. I told myself I could handle it, that the money would make it worth it. But the day I was supposed to start, I fell sick. One of the other girls was sick too. She was bleeding non-stop, wasting away, with strange things coming out of her body. It was terrifying to see, but the others just said, she'll be fine. This happens sometimes. The next day, we found out Amanda didn't make it. She had died. And that was it for me. I told the man in charge that I wanted out. But that's when he pulled out the gun and gave me a choice, do the job or die. I thought of Amina. She always told me that even in my darkest times, I could turn to God, that He would give me a way out. I closed my eyes and prayed, asking for strength, for a way to escape. And then, I saw my chance. When he turned his back, I grabbed a heavy vase and hit him over the head. He fell to the floor, and I grabbed the keys from his pocket. I ran down the stairs and flagged down a taxi, telling the driver to take me as far away as possible. I didn't stop until I reached a church. I broke down, begging for forgiveness, for a fresh start. From that day on, I decided I was done with my old life. I wanted something better. I wanted to be free. Now, years later, I look back and thank God for getting me out of that place. I have a husband now, a man who loves me despite everything I went through. I have children who fill my life with joy, something I never thought I'd experience. And I know, every day, that I wouldn't be here if I hadn't held on to that last bit of hope, if I hadn't remembered the strength Amina always believed I had. My life changed because I made it through. And now, every single day, I hold on to that strength. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this, then you'll enjoy the others. Ghost of a Good Mother, check it out and enjoy. Please subscribe, like and share. Have a lovely week.